In this Tenkara Angler Rod Report, we're going to talk about the Mutant 380ZX by DRAGONtail Tenkara. The Mutant 380ZX is a triple zoom rod from DRAGONtail Tenkara. On their website, they talk about how they wanted to design a premium rod for casting light level lines, as well as lighter furrowed lines. And they describe the Mutant as a full flex rod that's aimed at smaller to medium sized fish. When you order a Mutant 380, you can choose from a couple options. You can get the rod with a cork grip as shown here, or you can get it with a black foam grip. Also, you can decide to get it with the rod tube or without. But regardless, you'll always get the rod sock and universal rod cap in addition to the tip cap that it comes with. Let's talk a little bit about the rod specifications. So as mentioned, the Mutant is a triple zoom rod that can be fished at 3 lengths, 12.5 feet, 11.5 feet, and 10 feet 3 inches. At its collapsed length, it's 25.5 inches long. The grip measures about 9 3/8 inches long, and at its widest point, it is about 3 3/16 inches in circumference. The finish is a flat black finish, which I kind of like. It's just a short section of glossy finish down where the logo is. Okay, let's go over the rod flex specs for this rod. Being a triple zoom rod, the Mutant is going to have 3 sets of specs, one for each length. So at the 12.5 foot length, it comes in at 13 pennies and a rod flex index of 3.4, which puts it in the full flex to slow action category. At its 11.5 foot length, the common sense rating is 12.5 pennies, and the rod flex index moves up to 3.6, which moves it into the more mid-flex and moderate casting action. At 10 foot 3 inches, the common sense rating is 12 pennies, and the rod flex index increases to 3.8, making it a little bit faster and a little bit less full flex. The rod reports at Tenkara Angler are intended to be primarily objective descriptions of the rods, but I've asked a few people that I know that own a Mutant to contribute some of their thoughts, and you can find those on the original Tenkara Angler blog post that goes along with this video. So if you haven't seen it already, use the link in the description to go and check it out. I'd just like to say that in the case of this particular rod, this is my personal rod that I bought a while back, and so I just wanted to include a few of my thoughts about it. In general, I really like it, and I think it lives up to the idea of a fuller flex level line rod, especially in the longest length, which is what I use it in most. I've mostly used it on Spring Creeks out in Wisconsin, and then Spring Creeks back here in Pennsylvania. I've been using it with nylon level line and small size 16 to 18 beadhead nymphs, and it's been doing excellent with that setup. I wouldn't personally use it with large nymphs because it is a fairly soft rod, but with the smaller nymphs, it's working out nicely. I haven't had a chance to fish it with wet flies and unweighted kabari much. I just haven't done that yet, but so far I'm really liking it. I do like the cork or the shape of the grip. It's my favorite kind of grip on a Tenkara rod. I especially like the way that it tapers almost nearly down to the rod blank here. It just fits really nicely in the hand. So if you're enjoying these rod reports and you haven't yet already, please click like and subscribe, and then click that little bell for notifications, and that'll help us to bring more of these videos your way. Thank you.